7 laws that can change your life. The apple law. If there is a pile of apples, some of which are fresh and some are about to go bad, which one will you eat first? The wise choice is to eat the fresh ones first, and finally throw away the bad ones. Because if you eat the bad ones first, the good ones will gradually go bad. You have eaten all the apples, but in fact, you didn't eat a good apple. This is the apple law. The essence of the apple law is you should know how to make choices. Many times, if you want everything, you will get nothing in the end. The lotus law is that the lotus in a pond will double the number of the previous day. If on the 30th day, the lotus flowers fill the entire pond, then on which day the lotus flowers in the pond are half open? Maybe you will say the 15th day. Wrong. The answer is the 29th day. That is to say, the number of blooms on the last day is equal to the sum of the previous 29 days. This is the lotus law. The same goes for human efforts. All the previous efforts and persistence are just for the blooming at the last moment. If you always hope that your efforts will be rewarded immediately, then you may achieve nothing. The lotus law tells us that persistence is important. Third, the status law tells us that someone stands at the foot of the mountain, while others stand on the top. Although they are in different positions, but in their eyes, the other person is the same size. This is the status law. The status law tells us don't always envy others, because in the end, you will find that you are also envied by others. People in small counties envy the prosperity of big cities. People in big cities envy the comfort of small counties. People are always like this, because they envy what others have and ignore the happiness around them. So they always feel unhappy. The fourth bamboo law. Bamboo takes 4 years, only grows 3 centimeters. From the 5th year, grows at a rate of 30 centimeters per day to grow wildly. It grew 15 meters in just 6 weeks. In fact, in the previous 4 years, the bamboo has extended its roots, extended hundreds of square meters. The same is true for people. Don't worry about your current efforts will not be rewarded, because these efforts are for rooting. Life needs reserves. How many people can endure those 3 centimeters? The master of sinology, Kian Mu, said that throughout history, those who have great achievements, there is no secret, are all people who are willing to work hard. She also said that there are too many smart people in this world, and too few people are willing to work hard. Therefore, only a few people succeed. Focus on one thing, concentrate on one thing, and you will succeed, and its straightness will be achieved. Growth doesn't happen overnight. There is no life that is easy. It's just a matter of accumulation. This is the bamboo law. Fifth, the crab law. If you put a crab in a bamboo basket, the lid must be covered. If you put more crabs, there's no need to cover the lid, because the crabs will scramble to climb out. The mouth of the basket is narrow. When a crab climbs to the mouth of the basket, the other crabs will use their claws to drag it down, and then step on it to climb up. This cycle continues. Finally, none of them can climb out. This is the crab law. It's essentially jealous of others' success. When seeing others are happier than themselves, they will try to trip them up. Such people will only narrow their path. The crab law tells us a truth, that circles are important. Your environment and interpersonal relationships will affect your life trajectory. If you are in a circle full of negative emotions and jealousy, it will be difficult to succeed. Because in such a circle, people will not support and encourage each other, will only compare and lower each other. The sixth law of flea. Mindset is important. Flea can jump 400 times its own height. But if a glass is put on it, the flea will hit the glass. After a few times, the flea will reduce its jumping height. If the height of the glass is further reduced, the height of the flea's jump will also decrease. In the end, even if the glass is removed, the flea can't jump high. This is the flea law. In fact, fleas are just like people, have the potential to jump high. The reason why they can't jump high is the key to self-limitation. Your pursuit height determines the height of your life. Only by stepping out of the cage of self-limitation and stick to your heart's desire and practice what you can we look at a wider world? The seventh law of golden cicada. Cicadas must live underground, live in darkness for 3 years, endure all kinds of loneliness and solitude, and grow up by relying on the sap of the root. Then one night in summer, it quietly climbs up the branches and turn into a cicada overnight. Waiting for the moment when the sun rises, it can fly to the sky and towards freedom. This is the law of the golden cicada. The closer to success, the more difficult it is, the more perseverance is needed. Whether it's starting a business or life, what we lack is not ability, skills, or models. We need is persistence and perseverance. As long as we persist, only then can quantitative change finally complete qualitative change, to break through the critical point of success and achieve final success. Most people, when they are one step away from success, they give up. There is an old saying that 100 miles journey begins with 90. That is to say, when you walk 100 miles, only when you reach 90 miles can you say you've done half. Because many people give up after 90 miles.